Hello everyone and welcome to this here little devlog about our 5th game, Necromantic Bodybuilder. Working title. We are small dreamers, we make small games in a short time. A lot has happened these past weeks, Jiggle physics, stencils, a lot of refactoring the code and doing some animations and stuff. So let's get into it. The first thing I did once I had the skeleton built was add some jiggle physics to it, or spring bone attachments 3D, as Godot calls them. Basically, they make stuff move. They make meshes floppy. Look at this. All these, especially like the head. I like how the head moves. Look at it. Of course, these models are extremely basic that I made like in 5 seconds in Blender. Because I don't want to spend any time modeling stuff that will be replaced later anyway. I just need to figure out the tech for now. So yeah, jiggle physics, great thing to work with. Works great, love it. I will put them everywhere. Everything will be floppy and jiggly forever. Another great thing that Godot 4.5 added was these stencils. It allows you to see things through walls or have them be invisible on other times. And we'll use it to have infinite shelving units like this one, where stuff just disappears into the ether once they move off the shelves. And we'll also use it to create a window in the wall. And of course, this is temporary, this is just a hole, there will be a nice frame and stuff, and it will be used to tell the time you have left in the current game. Detecting a mouse in 3D is the bane of my existence. What I ended up doing was having a bunch of collision shapes that basically trace out the walls and a slightly sloped downwards floor. Basically, these walls show where the mouse intersects with them, giving me a precise position at all times, which will be extremely useful to grab limbs, to move them about and not have them clip all over the place and go crazy. Figuring this out has taken days. It doesn't look like much, but that's because, well, once you know what you're doing, it seems easy. But if you don't know, it's an entire thing. When I first made the code for the limb system, it was quick and dirty to just help me move limbs around and make them do stuff. And pretty quickly, I noticed a bunch of compounding bugs that made me have to rethink the entire thing. So I ended up, instead of having the entire code per limb, I created a limb manager that will detect once a limb is selected and then do a bunch of stuff to it every frame to move it around. And when you release the mouse, it will, depending on if it has a valid attachment point, either return to the shelf if it doesn't, or attach it to one of these yellow blobs that you see right now. Or if they've been placed and you want to move them around, they will just get deleted, because in the shelves, once you take a limb and place it somewhere, the limb will regrow and basically repopulate so that you cannot run out of limbs. And we now have a pretty well working limb system. It will be tweaked over the coming weeks and probably up until release, because there will be edge cases that I hadn't thought of or things like that. Hopefully not. But I'm not delusional. I know there will be issues. To take a break from all that horrible work on coding and messing around and trying things and it breaking and it not working and me getting frustrated, I had some fun with some idle animations. The goal is here that the limbs will move at random intervals here and there to just make the entire game feel more alive. So the limbs will be hanging on the shelves and all have dedicated little animations. And here's how the code works. It's basically a timer with a random time. And once the timer hits 0, it plays an animation. And that animation is attached to every single limb. So every limb will have its own bunch of animations. I don't know, if it's a tentacle, it might be curling up, or if it's just a hand, it might wave at you as you've seen, or do whatever, flip you off, probably not. And this is where the game's at right now. We have a table, a nice shelf that New built that's not textured yet, that I've been integrating slowly. Let me show off the game real quick. the game as it stands right now. You can take a torso, place it down, open the various shelves, the head follows your mouse, that's very nice. And here we go, you place the leg and the new leg regrows. Upside down for now, but I'll fix that. And then you can place a second one. You can grab the arms that are here for some reason right now because they don't have a shelf yet. And yeah, and then you flip the lever, the body falls, and you're done. And that's basically it for this game, for now. It's still a mess, of course. We're only a couple weeks in, I'm still a beginner. And also, I'm going back to school, so I'm very busy. Because I need to prepare and do stuff, and I've been trying to work as much as possible on this game before I go off to school, starting at the end of the month. And it's a lot. So yeah, next up is integrating that shelf that I've just shown you. Revamp the shelf code probably a little bit, fix the limbs regrowing thing on the shelves, make the body part scoring systems and all the instructions and make it basically an entire game instead of just a screen where you can click on things. I almost forgot. Next week, we will be at INTERGLITCHES at l'Institut du Cerveau in Paris to show off our racing game, Super Quick Crack Racing, and our kissing game, What If We Kissed. If you're there, come say hi and try to get a high score. You might even win a prize. We've made 4 games already, and if you want to play them, they're pay what you want over on itch.io. The link is below. And if you want to keep up with the development of this game, subscribe to this YouTube channel and just go follow us on bluesky or something. Again, links below. And if you want to support us, get the entire Godot project with all the files, the music, the meshes, the Blender project, everything, or even help us choose the next game we make, subscribe to our Patreon, like the lovely people rolling by right now. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and we shall see you soon for another devlog.